This is just a message that I'm going to share. If it resonates, it resonates. If it doesn't, it doesn't. A resurrection. I'm picking up on a resurrection. Okay, so we have, they opened a tomb in Egypt, so that woke something up, okay? And these are just signs I'm picking up on, I'm guided to, and I'm going to share them because they're going to make sense to those who it makes sense to. So then, okay, so the tomb, and then to this is the lion, all right, which is connected to actually Enlil. It could even be King Anu. The crown on the head with, wow, I'm going to call that the moon. Like we're in an eclipse, right? A resurrection. I'm picking up on a resurrection, so I'm going to share it. Anubis. These are things I was guided to today, and this is a sign that's coming through Anubis. Um, the I'm getting like the sky is alive, right? Okay, so then digging in the dirt, okay? In this video, the concept is it's fitting. The concept, okay? Digging in the dirt, and then steam, and then I saw the scene with Adam and Eve. That message has been coming through about the Garden of Eden. Um, Adam and Eve, Lilith, um, Osiris. There's a resurrection happening here. Oh, yeah. Oh, freaking yeah. And then the clock, big time. The sky, giving birth. Like this thing. This is like, if you've ever seen Poltergeist, it's like that. Really. It's like that. These things are coming through. Um, big signs here. With Anubis, again, the Egyptian tomb. Freaking these people, I wish they would just leave well enough alone. But it's a resurrection with Rabi in here, Nibiru. I don't know if it's Enlil. I don't know if it's Enlil. I don't know if it's Osiris. But there's a resurrection happening. There is an absolute resurrection. I feel it, and this is like this heavy. I want to call it a birthing moon, and so I'm like, all right, this is a message right here. I'm gonna share it. I don't always use my decks. I use what God shows me, and I share it, and that's the way it works for me. A lot of major arcana, so a lot of stuff has clearly been coming up with Nibiru, right? And with Adam and Eve, Lilith, Anana, King Anu, Inky Enlil, Ra, Osiris, Isis, Anubis, Arcturus, Pleiadian, the constellations, the stars are talking to us, right? The stars are talking to us for those who are listening. The moons, the eclipses, the new moon it's a giving birth. Actually, it's a planting of seeds, but like I'm getting, it's big, it's big, and I do believe that there's things in the earth moving. I don't believe it's just machines. Having an earthquake, because I do know they can do that. I'm feeling something really large moved, if that makes sense. Some of it's a distraction so that you're not paying attention. This thing's coming in through, there's just a lot of signs. Something's coming through, a giving birth. It's a portal. Question is, what is resurrecting? Some would say, I don't feel it's the Messiah. I'm going to be really honest with you. It's not a good feeling. And it's a heavy feeling. Not a fearful thing, though, but it's just heavy. It's like wicked heavy energy. And remember, the darkness is going to walk the earth first. Okay, forget about the stories. The overall arcing energy is darkness walks the earth first before the light comes through. Don't be fooled. Use discernment. Trust your own soul always. This is about a giving birth. A giving birth. See, so when we came through here, right? this wasn't easy to get here. It really wasn't. It's a certain combination. That's why you're born on specific energy lines, specific constellations you came in on, rising, sun, Venus, moon, 12th house, really 13, with Ophiuchus. Um, Same idea. I've been for a long time seeing the I want to call it the cosmic, wheel, but it's like the cosmic freaking lock combination, moving this way and then going that way, call it magnetic field. It's going one way. It's like a combination unlocking for the certain alignment, stargates, clink clink clink, things like that. Something is coming through. There's meetings on the water. I'll show you. This is a sign. This is a sign. There's meetings on the water. There's big things sitting in the sky. For those who really, I don't even want to call it. I don't even know what to call it anymore. It's not a sky, just the veil. You see they're meeting. These are shadows. There's also a being back here, but they're having a meeting right in plain sight because no one pays attention. Nobody. Okay, there's like maybe 0.5% of us that do. The rest of the world doesn't. So right in plain sight, they're having a meeting. They're having a meeting. They're having a meeting right on the water, and there's a huge, massive craft, vessel, whatever word you would like to use, happening here. And they do it right under the bridges too. It's interesting. And then the signs with the bridges, okay. And then there was a sacrifice that Jody had pointed out in Egypt with the submarine. That's a sacrifice, okay. So no coincidence. It was in Egypt, I believe Cairo, if I'm not mistaken. And they just raised a tomb there. Like, oh my God, will you leave things alone, people? Oh my God, because I feel it. These people need to leave things alone. Because I feel it, but I've been feeling it here on the lands too. There's a great resurrection. There's a great rising, like Gabriel's horn, like the judgment card. Gabriel's horn blows. These souls, these souls and energies are like rising up. There's also a wake up call with another level of a wake up call in the collective. You're on alert. I'm getting like more like high alert, not fear, not on edge, just aware. On a heightened awareness. I'm hearing Ra. I'm hearing because of Ra. Because of Ra. Heightened awareness. Huh. Interesting. Digging in the dirt. I'm telling you, they're doing some stuff here. They're rising stuff up. Okay, so, and this was not, I don't even know, not that long ago. Scrolls are being read from. Books and pages are being read from. Books are open, pages are being read. I just read about Nibiru in the battle in the Akashic field. That's even in Harry Potter, because they show us down here in this realm. They do. If you don't know, it's not the half. Is it the Half-Blood Prince? Oh no, is it? No. Crap. I know, I can't think of it right. But anyway, they go into, if you want to call it the halls of Amenti, the Akashic field, the Akashic records, where they hold the orbs, right? The crystal orbs. Like, that's not just a made up thing. Like, that's really real. Except for their discs, okay? I do think they're crystals, but that's just my take on it. And how the great battle with Voldemort and Dumbledore took place, and they shattered all that, and that happened really in I think at the Ministry of Magic in London. They did that scene. So something like that. And I just read that with the mothership, the Nibiru, coming through. And this has to do with how Neptune is positioned with Aries. This is a great birth happening. Like, this is like prophecy, prophetic. Whatever this is prophetic. I'm not the only one that's paying attention to this either. Like the people are paying attention to the movement of the constellations, the great wheel, right? It's written in scripture for Pete's sakes. Um, Something to do with the position of, call them the celestials right now, which I posted. Hold on, I posted that. I did post that. Where is it? And I thought that because I've been getting the great cosmic scales, right? And then I posted Anubis because Anubis is connected to the great cosmic scales along with Archangel Michael, Ma'at, and okay, so right here, the scales. Let's see if I can. The way, okay, this energy, Nibiru is coming. It's here. It's. I mean, we already know it's here. I'm not telling anybody. Well, maybe I'm telling these people who don't have a clue. That yeah, this is from him. But still, like it's a pathway it came through, energy purposes, right? They're showing us on the outside like this is what this looks like. No, it's not really. It's like Kerplunk. It's coming through a realm, right? It's a pathway. It's a roadway. It's a map. It's a map. They just want you to see the little balls here. It's a map. It's a map. It's like bingo. With these alignments right now, there's no coincidence I came across that information about Nibiru today either. None whatsoever. And this is all you can really see. You can't see hardly any stars. Not where I am anyway. And it's not because I have a lot of lights around me. It's just because that's just the way it is. Sitting right here. See it? Boop, boop, boop. It's sitting right there. It's sitting right there. But we're really in there. I'm not even going to get into that right now. But I see that. I see it. It's something to do with the pathway, where the celestials are positioned right now. The great signs in heaven. Something is given birth. Welcome in. Getting. The queen was taken, yes. Okay, so the three kings are really queens. The Orion. Oh, I wonder where. Well, this is just shows the celestials. It doesn't show the planet. The planet. These stars. Stargate. Anyway, yes, the queen. Okay, so the Orion shield was breached, which is the hole in the sun. The white, but she's not. She's somehow free. You know why? Because she's appeared. The great white dragon. Right here. No, back down here. Down here. Sorry. I won't do that. It'll probably make someone like get a headache. Hold on. I'll find the great white dragon. I posted it the other day. All right. Right here, the great white dragon. Yeah, she's free. That's supposed to be Sophia. I mean, personally, I feel this is the back of her because you can see like she's rolling through on her sides. Yeah, I've been picking up on Osiris for a wicked long time. Remember, they put Osiris's DNA in the collider. And the fact that Osiris's eye, it just was revealed. And I don't know how many people really, honest to God, knew that that was Osiris's eye. I think people assumed it was Ra's eye over the pyramid. It's Osiris's eye. This is her back right here. This is the top of her head, you know, and you can see her scale. So yes, but she was captured, hence, and then so much has gone on in between. I mean, that's a big message in itself from back then when Orion's shield was breached. They want you to believe these little balloon things went up in space. I'm sorry, I don't mean to laugh. They show you this rocket where people are sitting on how many tons of freaking fuel blasting off, right? And then when you see this thing, it's on a balloon. Come on now. Anyway, I'm not gonna go there. It's too funny. She's come through. So then it's the Florida Keys, the storms that have been there, the storms aiming at the Stargate there, because that's the Stargate, the hand that rocks the cradle rules the world. Whoever rules that Stargate rules the world. There's no coincidence Trump is talking about Stargates. He also has air quote, a copy of the Ark of the Covenant, which I don't believe that's a copy. I think that's the Ark of the Covenant, which is in Florida by what? Stargate. I'm hearing 2, but I thought that was Stargate 1, but I'm hearing 2. So, and then remember the tabernacles, and I feel like there's something coming down in Oklahoma. Oklahoma, like that whole area, the table of the tabernacles, and I do feel that there's why these storms are coming from and aiming right toward that area, and they have a lot. They're doing all these fires as a distraction. There's a lot going on cosmically, but there's a given birth here with this new moon eclipse, which I don't know how a new moon can eclipse, but okay. And we already know that eclipse isn't even that. That has to do. That was the mothership that went in front. You can't even see it because it's a new moon. No, I mean that doesn't even make sense to me. But it's still energy. We're just gonna leave it at that. It is energy, and it is shifting us. It has taken. Oh boy, what since 2017? We'll start with that eclipse. It's taken, and we're still dealing with the eclipse from 2017. Okay, so it's taken all these solar eclipse, lunar eclipse. Remember, APEP is here as well. We are, so it doesn't surprise me that you are picking up on Osiris as well. Many probably are. Many are probably picking up on Anubis, Isis, because they're here. King Anu arrived in 2020, actually like 2019. He hasn't always been here. I know a lot of people are like, oh, they're always here. Like, stop. Okay, just stop and sit down for a second. No, King Anu has not always been here. King Anu is here now, though. Hence all these storms. I'm also getting like about Camelot coming through a lot with the sword. There's a sword of truth here. There's a battle over this sword. There's a lot going on with this energy, but right now I'm going to focus on what I'm picking up on is a great birth. Maybe it is Osiris. It could be. We all know morning stars rising. I don't feel Osiris is morning star, but if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But I really feel he's a separate energy from morning. But that's a bloodline, so maybe he has a bloodline of that. I don't know. I don't subscribe to all that. I'm just paying attention. None of these are my divine creator of all that is, but I'm just paying attention. And I'm supposed to share this with whoever it is meant for. So I'm glad that you're picking up on that as well. And this is hopefully aligning with what you're picking up on as well. And for us to things are being rewritten right now in the realms, in the higher realms, the ethers. And for us to align with that for our highest good. Okay, someone asked me, I don't know, like 2 weeks ago, I was doing a reading, I think, or whatever. I was talking about Neptune and all this stuff. I forget what it was in there. I'm really angry a lot. And that's the energy we have to be careful of with that anger. Because it's a whatever's here is low vibrational. It's trying to mess with our energy. And if you're angry, I suggested writing it out. Release ties, links, anything of low vibration that does not serve you for your highest good right now. Release that. If anything, it doesn't matter. And rewrite your own energy. You have power to do that, to rewrite or meditate or however that is for you. But writing is very, very therapeutic. Look at, back to the basics. Look at our part in things, right? To release the what's right? Because people, places, and things are going to be things constantly. That's always going to be there no matter what, right? But we have to turn the focus back to us. Okay, Valentino, I don't trust you, my little dude. Come here, puppies. Ah! He's trying to pick at the carpet. Excuse me, un momento. Cut it out right now, sir. Excuse me, sir. Excuse me, sir. Let's go. Scooch. Scooch it. Scooch it. Go eat your yummies. Whoa. Stinker. Love you, buddy. little stinker, but I love them. So like just look, we have to turn it back into like, what can we do to change it for us, right? Because we can't change people, places, and things. So we can only, change us. So, and I suggested to like a lot of that writing because things are being rewritten in the higher realms. So, therefore, for you to align to that, I'm hoping that makes sense. I feel like it does, but, that it is. It's very therapeutic. Thank you for sharing that. I really appreciate that. Tap in, tune into who you call God for you. God, creator God. Who, hopefully something divine and loving. You know what I mean? Whatever that is for you. The Pleiadians, the Arcturians, Archangels. You just want to keep staying in that. That whole goes back to the huge scales. This, with Anubis, the feather in the heart, right? Which is just you want more soul and spirit versus fear, doubt, insecurity, anger, resentment, all those things that pull you down. You want to keep rising up more into the soul growth, the soul essence, because this energy is no joke. It's a part of my mouth, but it's a no fucking around energy. And I'm so sorry for swearing, but it's like that, and it's important because it's about your soul. It's a battle of souls, for real. And it's a soul experience and a soul growth. I just watched, and I feel like this is the other reason why the signs were coming through too, is I shared a little bit. I was watching this station. It's not a station, it's a channel. Wow, my brain. It covers those who are out on the street in certain parts of Philadelphia. It just happened to pop up on my feed, and I trust that. So there's signs of Philadelphia there, right? Because the gates of hell there, I just heard. In this one girl, there's a lot of them, but for whatever reason, this one girl stuck out for me, and in all of them, they'd rather be in addictions versus getting help, getting well, and that's demonic because they have a demonic attachment. And that can be kind of hard to grasp for people, and it's kind of freaks people out when you gotta be careful who you say that to, but it's my channel. If you can't handle it, just shut off, okay? But I'm gonna be honest and real. It is a demonic attachment. When you're putting that stuff in your body, you're lowering your energy shield. I mean, this girl, literally, her skin's being rotted away, in it's just like, but there's a lot of them out. It's not just Philadelphia, everywhere in the world. But for whatever reason, I was guided to Philadelphia, and I trust that. And over time, like within a year, like she was just getting worse, and you could see she had the flesh eaten because she's putting something in her body with what. Because you gotta be careful how you say things on here. So it's like if you're a diabetic, you know what you need to do, right? But she's not a diabetic, and it gave her the flesh eaten. It's terrible. And to be in that state of obsessive, like that's all you think about. You're willing to do whatever it takes to get that. Is not a good place to be in. That is not a good place to be in. And the out on the streets, again, no matter where, you remember, like Azazel will touch, like Azazel's real, like, it works like that. Like, it works like that. It wants to keep you out there. It wants to keep you down. It doesn't want you to believe that you are worth loving and that you are loved. It doesn't want you to remember that you have a soul. It doesn't want you to remember God, right? It doesn't want you to remember God, that you're connected to the most high God, the most loving, divine energy that there is. Right? And starseeds can fall deep and dark. And they can. For you are so divine that it's hard to be here. I'm not, no excuses at all, but like these they're out there and they don't want to get the help. or this hasn't them so bad, and then you got people judging them. Like, you people who go judge, you need to go sit down and take a chair, okay? Because we're not, no. Until you've walked a mile in someone's shoes at that level, you have no business judging anybody, ever, ever. And then holding a grudge over that person, for they are sick and suffering, and they are. For you, you know, everything you do here is connected to the spirit world. Wine and booze is called wine and spirits for a reason. You know, they literally, that's what the industry is actually called. It's the spirit business. That's what the, you know, the liquor business is called, really, is the spirit business. Elixirs. It's all magic here. It's all magic here. And there's a darkness here that wants to take these souls with them. And it's tragic to see that they feel that that's a better life. You know, it's just a really dark place, and it's not a fun place to be. And power, prayer is everything, especially someone that had their life together. And I liked how the interview went, because he just simply asked, you know, so what happened that, you know, you relapsed? And she tells her story, and actually think I'm going to write a paper on it. But this is the level. My point is, this is the level of energy that's here. And you don't have to be out on the street in active addictions. It can manipulate you with sex and love and words and everything you want to hear. And it is highly manipulative energy right now. And something big is given birth. My right ear is ringing. So I'm not, you know, I'm just being real. I'm real. I'm pretty real as you're going to get with reading this energy right now. So that's why, like, a lot of starseeds are more hermit mode now. It's shining your light in a different way, instead of being in your head, you know. People have it, and again, you don't have to be in active addictions, but you can have an attachment. There are things walking the earth that have never walked here before. I cannot stress that enough. It is a battle for your soul right now, all of us. So if you're feeling like angry and like festering, and look at why. Don't be afraid to look at why. If you're allowing someone to treat you not okay, badly, raise their hand to you, please ask yourself, why are you doing that? Why are you okay with that? Because you are worth more than that. And I'm not talking like ego 3D stuff. Your essence, your light, you are worth so much more than that. Not that you're better than. That's a dark entity and energy wanting to put you down or play with you or manipulate you. It's very dicey out there right now. Very, very, very. It's no joke. Yeah, I see, looking up, see the face right here. I see that with that. Looks like Isis to me. Eyes, nose, she's got like a crown. Actually looks like a horn coming out right here. And not like an evil horn either. Horns are knowledge. They're not all evil. But anyway, that's what's the energy I'm picking up on. It's significant. It's a given birth. And yes, this is, so it's no coincidence, Jody, you were mentioning about the dragon, the queen that was caught. She's right there. And I feel that's like part of Tiamat somehow. I mean, if I'm Divine Sophia, and this is the top of her head, that's her eye, and she's coming through. This is the top of her, and you can see her, you know, the detail in her. They even look like legs too. But that right there, that looks Egyptian. There is definitely an old city spirit. Absolutely. I've been watching these young kids, maybe they're in their 20s, I call them kids. They're going in, you know, they're going in caves, right? The cavities of the bones that we're in, right? Those are really cavities if you think about it. And discovering, you know, waterfalls in there. Like there's so much more to this place than what we see. And it really brings a whole different perspective of things. And yes, it's we're in the spirit world. I mean, we're in a huge graveyard, you know, and not being morbid. It's just, it's a spiritual thing. I feel the more you understand how more spiritual and a soul vibration you are, the better you can tune in and tap in to protect yourself versus thinking you're just this 3D person that has to get up and do the same thing day in and day out. I mean, I'm not saying you have to do that being spiritual either, but there's more to life than just your bank account. I understand the bank account makes the world go round here, but for a spiritual being, it's the other way around. You're looking just to align for what's right and on your path, versus you're not driven by material world, material things, etc. So, anyway, I hope this was what the message was that came through. If it resonates, awesome. If it doesn't, that's okay. I'll catch you on the next one.